What's going on, guys? Taimanin Amazing here, back with another video. And in today's video, guys, me going over who should you be picking for your free task force document here for whichever character you want to pick. We're going to be talking about it in this video. I'm going to kind of give you guys my opinion on the characters at least that I own, because those are the ones that I've had like playtesting with, to kind of give you guys an idea of who's good. And then we'll talk about like characters I don't own as well a little bit. But yeah, man, let's hop in. Let's talk about who you should be picking with your task force document number 3. Alright, guys, so obviously, first things first, if you like a character on this like pack right here and you want to get that character, like let's say just for whatever reason, like Micah's like your favorite character, just pick Micah. Or if Kurenai's your favorite character, or Sue, whatever the case, like if whoever you have as your favorite character and you want to pick them up, definitely make sure to pick them up, okay? But like other than that, we can kind of talk about like who's good, who's okay, who would probably be worth it, especially if you're like a newer player, and we can talk about it, right? So in terms of characters I own every character except Obro and Ingrid, I think, up till Felicia. Okay, so I don't own Micah, I don't own Rin, I don't own Sora, Obro, I don't own Shiranui, and then Ingrid. Okay, so those are the characters I don't own. So in terms of characters I own and I can give you guys an idea of who's really good, Yukikaze is a really strong character, but the thing is with her is you can buy her for 1,000 gems. So I would not pick any of the starting 3 characters. So Asagi, Sakura, or Yukikaze I would not pick, because you can buy them in the shop for 1,000 gems already. So those are characters that, like, even if you don't have them, they can still be good. But for this to be like worth your value, get a character that's worth 1,200 gems instead, right? Because that's what's gonna really matter at the end of the day. Moving on, we got Rinko. She's pretty good. I don't think she's like the best scene in the game or anything, but she's definitely like solid, right? Murasaki, still to this day, I would say Murasaki is one of the better characters in this game. She has healing on almost every skill in her kit on full green build, and even on other builds she can still deal a lot of damage. She's a really good starting character. The only thing is with Murasaki is that her playstyle is very slow. So if you don't really like a slow playstyle type character, she's not going to be, the greatest per se, but she is a really, really good pick, man. So Murasaki is a big recommendation I'll probably put. Sue is pretty good. She's nothing too crazy, but I'd say she's pretty nice. She has like the super armor, which is pretty good. Emily is such a good character. She is probably one of the highest recommendations, I'd have to say, in terms of who to pick, because if you guys don't have Emily Simmons already, Emily is the auto character in Action Taimanin. If you need to farm something in the game and you just don't want to play like that day, let's say you're just like, you're busy, you got like classes, or you got to go to work, whatever the case, you can still let it auto farm with Emily while you have Action Taimanin open. So I think Emily, because of the fact that she has auto, automatically means that she's such a good character. I would recommend her, and even in like the harder like content, she's okay. It's hard to move with her, but she can definitely be very good with like healing field and like the auto from her weapons anyway. So she is a really good character. Highly recommend Emily Simmons. Kurenai, obviously my main character, I would say she is very good, but would I recommend her over like Emily and Murasaki? Probably not, but she is definitely up there. She is a very fun character. If you like a fast-paced character that does a lot of crit damage, Kurenai is definitely one of those characters for you. Asuka is really good too. You can run her like melee build, or you can run range build, and I think like both of them are really cool. I like that like versatility she has in her kit, and she's fairly good. So Asuka is a good option for sure. I wouldn't say she's as good as Emily or Murasaki, but she's still a really good character regardless. Kirara here, Kirara is okay. She's definitely not the greatest character in the world. I wouldn't say to pick her unless you just you really like Kirara, obviously, then like by all means. But I wouldn't really necessarily recommend Kirara there. Noah Brown, I also would not recommend. She's not anything too crazy. From what I remember, I still have her like not really too built, but from my first impressions like a while back, and even when I've like just used her in general, she felt kind of slow, and I don't know, I felt like her kit was a little bit lacking. So that's gonna be Noah Brown. Astaroth is actually a really fun character. If you like the way Emily Simmons plays but want like a manual, like spray flamethrower type character, Astaroth is really fun. I will say, like, she is a good character. She has a lot of really good damage. I forgot if she has healing, and if she does, it's not too much. from what I remember. Yeah, I think she does have a healing skill, but it's not like anything crazy. But yeah, I mean, other than that, like, she's such a good character. Astaroth is a pretty good recommendation. Only if you already have like Emily, let's say, but you like her playstyle, you could definitely pick up Astaroth. She's a really good character too. Tokiko. The thing is with Tokiko, she's good, but she's not the greatest. I remember like when Anniversary dropped last year, people were saying like she needed a buff, and I mean, from the feel of her kit, she definitely felt like she could have been better, right? I think, you know, Tokiko as a character is you know, one of the better Taimanin characters for sure, but I personally wouldn't recommend you pick her up with the task force document, unless obviously she is like your main character. If you main Tokiko and you really like the character, pick her up by all means. Shizuru, she's pretty good. I don't really know. I haven't really gotten much use with her. But her whip does have good range on it, and you know, because she is a ranged character, automatically is already a plus for her. But yeah, she's fairly good. I've recently actually picked up Felicia, guys. You guys know I'm a, you know, Kurenai main. Felicia's obviously the sister, and so I wanted to pick her up and see how well she plays, and she's actually fairly fun too. Felicia's dodge actually is like a heal, so if you want like another character that can kind of do healing, she's available to do that. And yeah, I mean, she's pretty fun too. I like the Scythe playstyle. Very cool character, and fairly different too compared to a lot of the other characters in the game. Alright guys, now that we've went over the characters that I own, let's talk about characters I don't own. From what I know, Shiranui is a pretty good character. She didn't have healing in her kit from what I remember though. That was one reason why she wasn't like too great, so that's just Shiranui right there. Obro isn't the greatest character in the world either. I think she is pretty low. I'd have to like check my tier list again to see if she's even good, but she's like not the greatest. Yeah, Ingrid is basically just like, if you like Asagi's playstyle, then you'll definitely love Ingrid, because she kind of has that like, you know, like stab playstyle motion with her, like the way she plays. But she, you know, she can be pretty good. She's definitely like on the level of Asagi in my opinion, like on that you know level for sure. Maika, I've not seen much from Maika, Rin, and Sora. I'm gonna be completely honest. I have had Kizuna tell me that Rin would probably be the best of these three characters to pick. But again, it all comes down to like, you know, if you guys want to pick that character or not. But that's like the best, you know, evaluation I can give of all the characters in the game, guys. Obviously, I don't have the most experience. I'm getting back into Taimanin myself lately, so I could be wrong with some of the placements here in terms of what characters I should be recommending. I do still think though that Murasaki and Emily are still super valuable characters. So if you're going for value in a character, they are still okay. And I think, you know, that would be okay, like if you were to pick either of those two, or any of the newer characters as well. Like even the newer characters I feel like should be a higher priority too, just because every time we've gotten a character ticket before, like a task force document, it's always been up to, I think, like Sue and like Shiranui. I think like that's where it like capped out, and then like every other character you couldn't get, you know, at the time. So now maybe if they do more of these like task documents and they give them out during celebrations, we might be able to get, you know, this same like pool of characters again, which would be really good. But yeah, that's basically the way I would go about it, guys. In my opinion, my recommendations would be Murasaki, Emily, or anyone you just really like in the game. That's all up to you. But remember, one thing to take note though, as I explained at the beginning, these three starter characters are worth 1,000 gems in the game, whereas every other character, I think Rinko actually is included with the 1,000. I'm not too sure actually. But I know like these three are 1,000 in terms of gems, and then the rest of the characters are 1,200. So take that into account in terms of how much you value a character, because you could eventually in the future pick up Yuka Kase for 1,000 instead of getting her with this ticket and then having to buy another character for 1,200, right? So just take that with a grain of salt, guys. But that's going to be the video right there. In terms of the character I'm going to be picking, we'll actually get it now, and I'll actually pick the character I'm going to get. And it's not gonna be because of like meta or anything. It's just gonna be because of oh wait, I have to claim it from the gift box. It's gonna be just a character I want to get, you know, a character I just been thinking of picking up. Let's see here. So we go to the task document, let's use it. I think I'm actually going to pick up it's a toss-up, man. It's for me, it's Maika or Rin. It really is. I do also like Sora's playstyle being a bow. It is kind of cool. I don't know, man. I mean, eventually I'm gonna collect all the characters, as I've told you guys before, so it doesn't really matter who I get. I think I'll pick up Maika just because I do have a weapon for her. But yeah, we'll take Maika, and we'll add her to the roster there. And yeah, man, guys, definitely make sure to use your ticket. You have about a week, so definitely make sure to take advantage of it. And yeah, man, that's gonna be the video right there. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as always. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, definitely let me know in the comment section below. And I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Peace out and have a great rest of your day.